Morning, this is Brian. Today is April 5th, 2019. It's a cool, breezy Friday morning. I am in between the southern foot of the Sierra Nevadas and the Scodie Mountains. I'm just northwest of Walker Pass. I'm actually at the Walker Pass Campground where the Pacific Crest Trail passes through. I'm near Highway 178. I'm probably about 35 miles from Isabella Lake, which is off that way. So this is another episode of Spotlight on Trees, where I explore different species of trees and shrubs. Those trees and shrubs are woody plants. Today I have two plants I want to shed some light on, and here's the first of them. This is the California Juniper. This is Juniperus californica. It's a member of the cypress family, the Cupressaceae, and it's closely related to the cypresses. And the California Juniper is mainly a high desert, lower mountain foothill plant, usually found up to maybe about 5,500 feet. We're roughly about 5,000 feet here, give or take a few. And morphologically, this juniper is quite different from the other ones out here. The Sierra juniper would be taller and more upright. However, it is kind of similar to the Utah juniper in the sense that it's shrubby and round, at least this specimen here. Now, Utah junipers generally have one main trunk, but then they have a low, rounded stature. California junipers usually have multiple trunks, as evidenced over here. You can see here's a trunk here, another trunk down there, and another one making a big old branch off over here. A lot of times, California junipers are very neatly rounded, but then with age they can sprawl out and become quite charismatic, like this specimen here. Now, like the Utah juniper, it has kind of a grayish, shreddy bark. As you can see here, it's a little more grayish, whereas a Sierra juniper, not quite so not quite as shreddy, and it's more cinnamon brownish colored. Now, like other junipers, the seed structures are in cones, like these here, but like I said, most junipers, they're berry-like. They're a little bit on the fleshy side, and they have a waxy-ish, bluish bloom, like a lot of the junipers. So these ones might not be quite ripe yet. They're still kind of green underneath the waxy bloom. It's a beautiful shrub, mostly found below 5,500 feet, whereas the Utah junipers are usually found, or often found quite a bit above that, and the Sierra junipers are found up to at least 10,000 feet on occasion. So this is it, the California juniper, related to the cypresses and the incense cedar of the Sierras and Southern California mountains. Next plant I want to highlight briefly, it's a shrub. It's called Antelope Brush, and this is it right here. This is Purshia tridentata, subspecies glandulosa. Or should I say variety glandulosa? Subspecies and varieties are a slightly different level of speciation. So this is variety glandulosa. And variety glandulosa means glandular. And it's kind of hard to see here in the video, but the leaves have numerous glandular dots on them, as opposed to variety tridentata, which is, I believe, found further north from here. This shrub is in the rose family, the Rosaceae, so it's related to the roses. It's related to the common chemise, which is a very common foothill chaparral plant in the foothills of the Sierras, the Coast Ranges, very common in Southern California. And like chemise, the bark is shreddy, kind of a grayish shreddy texture, just like the chemise. From a distance, it does look a little bit like its relative, the chamise. It does, and I've mistaken it for chamise sometimes on my drives in the San Gabriel Mountains on the desert side, because chamise sometimes does invade the desert side of the San Gabriels, and quite often does on the 138. But unlike chamise, the leaves are not linear and needle-like. They are three-lobed, tridentata, three-tooth in Greek. No, Latin. So, but like the chamise, the leaves are bundled or fascicled. So you can see why, from a distance, it does look like the common chamise. Again, it's a very this variety is a glandular plant, and I've seen it as high as, I think I've seen it as high as 7,000 feet, and over here at 5,000 feet, I've seen it as low as 4,000 feet. So it does have a fairly decent elevation range, so that means it probably is fairly cold hardy. But here you have it. California juniper, Juniperus californica, antelope brush, Purshia tridentata, variety glandulosa. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful in identifying the plants you find on your hikes or on your drives. And I'll see you on the next episode of Spotlight on Trees.